Hello friends, I'm Paavan Gupta back again with another video, and this is a tutorial 8 on my Java tutorial playlist. And this tutorial will discuss further about classes and object. We'll practically see how to create classes and object, how to access the variables of another class in a different class, and also in the next video will be also about classes and object. We'll see some rules regarding classes and objects. Now let's start our today's video. Now in the previous videos I have been telling you that if I declare a variable in here inside of a class outside of any function, then this is called an instance variable. And if I declare a variable here, it is called a local variable. Now let us assign this variable a value of 10 and this variable a value of 100. Now let us print the value of, let us first remove this variable x. Let us now print the value of variable I, value of I plus I. What do you think will it print? Will it print 100? Will it print 100 or will it cause an error? That's not error, that's error. Now what do you think it will print? The value 100 or an error? If you are saying that it will print error, you are correct. Let's see why it is printing an error. Let me go to the desktop folder, or first let me save this. Control S and desktop CD. Now don't worry about whatever I am writing here. This is just the folder names. I told you how to execute a Java program. Now cd okay, not instance. I have already saved it here. Yeah, instance.java. Yes, it is saved here. Java. See, this is causing an error because non-static variable I cannot be referenced from a static context, which means that if a variable is static means that variable belongs to a class. That variable doesn't belong to a particular function, that particular object, but that variable is of whole class, that belongs to the class, and it is not called an object name, it is called on class name. We'll discuss about that further. Now why is it causing an error? Because this main function is a static function and this variable I is not a static variable, so we cannot access this inside of a static function. We can access it, but since it is an instance variable, which means that this variable belongs to an object, however, whenever we will create an object of my class, a copy of this variable I will be stored in every object. Now how to create an object? To create an object, first you have to write the class name. In my case it's my class. Then you have to write the object name. Let's say obj equals to new. You have to write new keyword, then my class again, and you have to write again my class and a parenthesis in here. Now you may think this will create an object, but you are wrong. This is just a reference. Actually object is created in this statement, is in this line in here. Object is being created. Now this is just, we are just creating a reference of my class so that we can refer to the object of my class. Whenever we create an object and store that in a reference, actually the address of that object is stored in the reference. For example, if in here, if you will print here obj, this will not print I, or this will not print the class name, or this will not print the object name. It will print the object of here, address of object, because whenever we create a new object and assign it to a reference of the class, then the object's address is stored in that reference. Actually, not objects any property or any variable of that object, but the address of that object. Let me print it abj, save it, and okay, let us save it in the desktop folder, so it will be easy for us to execute this program. Java C instance dot java. See, this is print. What is this? Java C instance dot java. Okay, have misspelled the name, instance dot java. See, now when I will execute the class file, see, this is printing something that we don't know what it is. This is actually the address of the object in the memory. This is actually the address of the object in the memory, and not in the hard disk, in the RAM memory, which is not a temporary, which is a temporary memory. Remember, whenever we run a program, the memory, whatever the variables we create in that program, that all variables are given memory in the RAM, not in the hard disk. As soon as we close the program, all the memory from the RAM gets deleted, because RAM is a temporary memory. Therefore we use databases to store memory, to store data permanently on a hard disk. Now let us leave that aside. We'll discuss that in further videos. Now what is that? This is the address of the object. You are printing the address of the object, because when we are saying this is creating a reference variable, just a reference variable to refer to the object of the class, and the address of this object will be assigned to this reference variable. And if I want to print the value of variable I of this object, I will write obj dot I. This will print the value of I, which is for this object, the value of I of this object. Let us save it and run it. See, this is printing 100. Now if I want, I can also change this, the value of I for this object. Obj dot I equals to, let's say, 10. Let me create one more object, my class obj2 equals to new my class. Now let me print the value of I of the obj2 reference variable, which contains the address of the second object that we have created. Let us run this program. So okay, I forgot to put here a semicolon. That's very important in Java. See, this is printing 10, and this is printing 10, and this is printing 100. Why? Because we have initialized the variable I with 100. That means whenever a new object of this my class will be created, the default value for its I variable will be 100. Here actually what we are doing, the value of variable I of this object is being changed to 10. Therefore whenever we print the value of I of this object, 10 is being printed, and whenever we print the I of the object 2, then 100 is printed. If we want, then we can also change the value for I of this object. obj.I equals to let's say it's 50. Now what will happen? See here, see, so it will print 100, and then it will print 50, and then it will print 100. Now by mistake I have written obj here also, and actually I wanted to write here obj2. Let's run it once again. See, this first statement prints, this one prints 50, not 50, this one prints 10, and this one prints 50, because the value of I for this object is 50, and the value for I of this object is 10. Now, as I told you, let us remove all this code from here. Whenever we write this thing, we are actually creating a reference, not object. Let us rename it ref. Now whenever we write this statement, we are actually creating a reference of that class, which can refer to an object of that class. I can assign an address of an object to this variable, right, by writing this statement. This is another way we can create objects. Now whatever the address of this object is, it is assigned to the ref reference variable, and whenever we'll print ref, we'll just print the ref. It will print the address of this object, and when we will print ref.I, this will print the value of I for this object. Now whenever we are writing the like this, suppose again we create a my class ref2, let's say, and let us write ref2 equals to ref. What will it do? What do you think it will do? Sorry for that. What do you think it will do? First, whatever the address is stored in this reference variable, the same address will be stored in this reference variable also. Therefore, for the same object, we are creating two reference variable, which means that two reference variable are referring to the same object. What if I will print the ref and ref2? system.out.println, and then I will print here ref, and then the same thing like here, control S, and I will again run the Java, and see, this both are printing the same output, because as I told you, this object is having two reference variable, and these two reference variables are referring to the same object's address. So this is how we access the values inside the variables of an object, and just this is it. Let us do an exercise. Let us write here string I, not string, int I. Just remove this comment from here. Int, not int, let's say string name, and this will be roll number. Now let us do something. Let us create an object of the my class, and let us assign its name. Let us assign a name and a roll number to it, and let us print that values. How we do that? My class obj equals to new my class. Now obj dot roll number equals to, let's say, 10, and obj dot name equals to, let's say, what should be, okay, let's say abc. And don't worry about this string, I will tell you more about the string in the further upcoming videos. Let us print obj dot roll number, and let us print obj dot name in here. Oh, sorry for that, I have misspelled the obj. Now whatever the error is been caused here, I'm not editing this video, I'm letting you to see the error, because this is how you will know that what type of error can occur. So let us run it once again. Now let us run my class. See, this is printing 10 and the abc. So I think let us tell me what this all things means. Now first we are creating a reference of the class my class. We are assigning an address of an object, of a newly created object, to this reference variable, and then the value of roll number variable for this object actually is getting changed to 10, and we are changing the name of this, the name variable, the value of name variable of this object, to abc. And now we are printing the values. So this is how we do that. We work with classes and objects. Let us see one more thing. What if I create here another class? Let us say class Avengers. Let us say for now. Let us write here int I, and that will not be I. It will avj number. Let's say string name. And what if I want to create an object of this Avengers class? I will first define this main method in this class. Now inside this main method I will create an object of this class. I will write Avengers a equals to new Avengers. Now this is it. In here the object, the reference variable a of class Avengers is assigned an address of an object of the class Avengers. Now let us say a dot avj, not avj, avg number equals to, and a dot name equals to, let's say, Iron Man. That's my favorite character in Avengers. Let us now print the values. System.out.println, and then I will print a dot let us say Avenger number plus a dot avg number, and similarly C Avenger name plus a dot name. Let us now run our program. Avenger number 10 and Avenger name Iron Man. So I think you may have understood what this how do we create Avengers, how do we create class, not Avengers, and how do we create objects, and how do we assign values to the variables, or we can say properties of that objects. And let me tell you once again, don't worry about the string and all that things. I have not yet discussed about string, but I will soon. After the video, after some videos I will discuss about string. So this is it for this video, and surely catch you up in the next video. Till then, goodbye.